We're just coming off a huge 2-1 win over Chelsea that could prove to be the turning point of our season. And we had some drama in this game with 2 red cards and 3 goals. What I will be showing you in this video is the good, the bad, and the ugly with in-game examples of each. This win is definitely a statement performance at Old Trafford, and with this result, United is now only 3 points away from second place in the table. But here's the big question we're going to try and answer after we look over the game. Is this the moment United reignite their season and start climbing up the table? What's up, YouTube? Thank you for clicking on the video and joining me once again for another tactical breakdown video. Guys, first I want to say thank you to everyone who joined me for the watch along this last Saturday. I had a lot of fun interacting with you guys, and I thought it was a good watch along, so thank you very much for coming through. Remember, we will be doing it again this Saturday for the Brentford game, so consider joining me again for this Brentford game. Now, if you've been with me for a while, hit that like button real quick and get that trend started. And if you're new to the channel, don't hit the like button because you don't even know me yet, but stick around though, because we're going to show in-game footage here in a second and break down the game and discuss what this game might mean, because this one isn't just about 3 points. It might just be about a season-changing course. We started the game with a bang, guys. This is in the second minute. We're in our 3-4-3 setup. Maguire gets the ball to De Ligt, who takes a look up and notices that the whole of Chelsea's midfield is getting sucked to our right side, leaving Ahmad and Dorgu wide open for the big switch, as James from the Muppeteers calls it. And De Ligt hits a beautiful pass from here. De Ligt was just all around amazing in this game. He hits the pass to Ahmad, who doesn't handle it too well, but gets it to Bruno nonetheless. And Bruno picks out Dorgu out wide. Dorgu has 2 teammates in Šeško and Mbeumo who are ready and waiting for the cross. And at first I see Dorgu start to take some touches, and I'm thinking, no man, please don't slow it down. Get that cross in. And that's when Dorgu pulled the trigger, and it was a great cross. Mbeumo gets his head on it, and the goalkeeper just moves across and gets the save made. Mbeumo stays with the ball and gets it back to Mazraoui. Now, I know I've been tough on Mazraoui, but it's because I expect better. And this cross was not good. It gets headed out, and that's when De Ligt shows up and gets a ball up and past the Chelsea defenders and right into Dorgu, who just can't get it settled and hit a goal in time. And that was all in the second minute of the game, and you can sense that this could be a good game. But we've started a couple of other games this year like this, like against Arsenal and Fulham, and we didn't end up winning those games. So I was feeling good, but I was still worried. But just a minute later, our goalkeeper finds Šeško, who does an absolutely amazing job with this header. Honestly, I haven't seen anyone have a quality touch like that during an aerial duel in our team for such a long time. Mbeumo touches it around the goalkeeper, who brings him down. It's a clear red card, which is amazing for us because we needed a feel-good win. The manager, the players, and us fans all needed a win, so I'll take it any way we can get it for now. But for me, Šeško's header was cushioned perfectly for Mbeumo, and it was no lucky break. He meant every bit of it. You can see his neck turn and his eyes go exactly to where he wanted to land that ball, right in front of Mbeumo's run. I know Šeško only had 7 touches in this game, but guys, 5 of those 7 touches were good touches. He needs us to be patient, but this kid can become something good for us from like next season on. I've got more of him to show you later, but the message is, let's just let him get his feet wet this season. Let's not add on to the pressure yet. Let's give him time. Now I've got some more good news for you. Our press is elite, guys. You can argue we're the best pressing side in the Premier League, and it's hard to disagree with that. We're suffocating teams from the first pass, and we're doing it with Bruno and Casemiro patrolling midfield. 2 leaders whose strengths aren't exactly young legs. Now, picture the same press with a profile like Baleba in there. Quicker recovery, sharper triggers, more repeat sprints. We'd be downright like frightening to play against. One of the main reasons we're so good in the press is because we use our shape to funnel the other team towards zone 16 and zone 18, and then we commit numbers to press them man to man and overwhelm them into losing the ball in those zones. Guys, I told you about this a long time ago. I don't know, probably like 25, 30 videos ago. I was telling you guys about how Ruben Amorim likes to attack zone 16 and 18. He doesn't mind turning the ball over there. He wants to funnel the ball in there because then we can press them. We can win the ball back and create chances from there. Take a look at this play, because that same press was the main reason for our first goal. Chelsea has the ball in zone 16 and we surround them. Every one of our players is participating and we're being aggressive. We're hunting down the ball in a pack. Ahmad blocks the pass. Mbumo knocks the loose ball back to Ahmad, who plays a nice pass out to Mazraoui. And like I said, I've been pretty tough on Mazraoui, but in my defense, I'm tough on all our wing backs and outside center backs. For this system to work, for the way Ruben wants to play, our wingback play and our outside center backs have to be top quality. Good is not good enough. I keep asking fans like you who want to talk to me about the quality in our team one simple question. Do you want a run at winning a title in the next 4 seasons, or do you just want to try and fight for a top 4? Do you want to have a chance at winning a Champions League trophy in the next 4 years? Or are you just happy to get to play in it? If you want what I want, a real title challenge, then we need to keep rebuilding, because good is not good enough. Now, before I get off track, let's get back to the play. Mazraoui makes the perfect decision and hits the cross first time. And it's a quality cross too. It's not too low, it's not too high. It's easy for Dorgu to direct towards goal where Bruno was anticipating it to be. Fantastic anticipation by Bruno, and all around a fantastic result because of a great press. We deserve that goal, and there's nothing lucky about it. Let's just jump right into the next play, and I want to say that this sequence shows me that Šeško is learning what his job is in this system. If you've seen my past videos about Ruben Amorim with Sporting and how his system works to create chances, you know, that video right there, then this will sound familiar to you. Here the ball gets knocked around in midfield for a bit before it comes down to Mazraoui, who knocks it back to De Ligt, and De Ligt finds Mbumo, who's checking back. And when one of the forwards checks back like Mbumo did here, the striker has the option of curling his run outside into that open space towards zone 18 for a long ball. And although the timing of the passes and the run were not perfect in this play, you can clearly see the sequence as they have trained it at Carrington, I'm sure. What happens here is Šeško doesn't quit on it, and the goalkeeper comes out and gets a poor clearance right back into the path of Mbumo, who ran past the Chelsea players who are looking lazy now. But watch Šeško's movement here. He gets himself back onside and gets ready to make the diagonal run, which I've talked about plenty in those past videos. The run and the pass are a little mistimed again, and the Chelsea defender gets a touch on it and knocks it out for a corner. Now you might be asking me, why is this play so important? This play showed me that Šeško is moving in the right direction, guys. He may not be playing so much, but he's learning on the training ground. He seems to me like a good student of the game, someone who can take in the new information and understand the system. This is why I think in time he will be a key figure for us. But this play was also important because that corner was the corner we scored our second goal from. I absolutely loved Luke Shaw for attacking the ball like that on that play, and I'm happy for Casemiro to get that goal. Guys, we're about halfway through the video. If you're still here, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, I hope you like what you've seen so far and you consider subscribing so I can make more videos and keep this channel growing. And guys, look out for memberships, which I will be launching soon. It might even be already on when you see this video, so check for it if you're interested. Members will get to vote on member videos that I will make once a week only for the members. I'll tell you more about that in the next video coming Friday to preview Saturday's game, but the first member video won't be voted on because I'm already working on it, so that video will already be out probably by next Tuesday, a week from now. Okay, the next thing I want to show and talk about is Matthijs de Ligt. Euro was on the bench for this game, and De Ligt was moved to right center back. And I must admit, I wasn't sure how things were going to go. But De Ligt was brilliant. He was perfect in his marking and his movement. He played so far forward at times, closing down his lane. He was aggressive and clean with his marking, and he was good going forward too. He honestly reminded me of the Ajax 19-year-old version of himself. Here in this video, you see him and Luke Shaw covering their lanes, but pay attention to both of them. And you'll see De Ligt is running harder and closing down the space more than Luke. The ball doesn't go to Shaw's side, which means he doesn't have to step up. But still, I wish Shaw would play a touch more aggressively in the press like De Ligt is. Anyway, check out De Ligt and how tight he's playing against his man. Now, the threat is that their forward makes a curling run in the gap that De Ligt has left behind him. And you can see João Pedro looking to do that right here. But you can expect Maguire to deal with that and be ready for it. De Ligt stays right on his man, suffocating him of any space, and he gets a block on the pass, which knocks the ball loose for a second, and Maguire is ready and jumps on it. That's another man who had a good game. Harry Maguire showed me something that I loved. He made an NFL-style block for Dorgu to run into a ball. Check this play out because I love this play. I had to show it. Luke Shaw passes to Dorgu, who was checking back. Dorgu instantly gives it to Bruno and takes off for the give and go. Maguire takes off too, which is already amazing in my opinion. But now keep an eye on him because when Bruno sends it through, Maguire checks over his shoulder to see the Chelsea defender chasing down Dorgu. And watch how Maguire just cuts him off. He throws an NFL-style block and the dude ends up on the floor looking at the ref. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Maguire has every right to run past the Chelsea guy. That's just smart play. Unfortunately, Dorgu makes a mess of the cross. He shouldn't have chopped it like that. He should have pinned in a whipping ball to Mbeumo, who was on the other side. And don't take my word for it, guys. This is a shot of our manager just 5 seconds after that play. He clearly says Patrick, and he gestures for a whipping ball, and then says not like this when he gestures the chopping motion. Not like this. You can read his lips. But yeah, more importantly for me, Maguire and De Ligt played really well. I'm looking forward to watching them keep their standards this high for the rest of the season because this is what we need from them. This should motivate Euro, Shaw, and Heaven to step up their games too. This is the standard all of our CBs should be trying to reach. But listen, this game wasn't all good news and perfect plays. We need to talk about the mistakes too. Here, Dorgu just didn't look like he knew where he should be going. He first thinks to go to the inside man, leaving an open lane for the outside man to run past him for an easy pass. This was a seriously dangerous situation that could have cost us, but De Ligt read it early and got in position to clear the ball out of danger. Guys, if you look at this play from a different camera angle, you can clearly spot the moment Dorgu makes a mistake. He takes a couple steps to the inside and he realizes that he shouldn't have done that. He tries to get in position to prevent a pass, but it's just too late. Look, it may have been called offside if they scored and if VAR checked it out, but that doesn't excuse the fact that Dorgu shouldn't have done that in the first place. And in this play, Chelsea have a corner kick that's knocked away and the ball ends up falling perfectly to one of their players on the top of the box. He tries a high-risk volley, which is dealt with by De Ligt, and the ball is cleared away. Ahmad reads the situation and decides to leave it for Dorgu so he can get up the field and give Dorgu options, which is completely fine. Dorgu ends up with the ball, and we're going to stop the play right there. Look at what's in front of him. His very next touch should be a ball over to the other side into a wide landing area, and either Bruno or Mbeumo should easily be able to run into it and create a chance out of it. But he doesn't do that. He touches it a couple more times, and now look at what we've got. It's still on. There's still acres of space in front of Bruno and Mbeumo, but Dorgu still doesn't send the ball there. He makes a pass to Ahmad, and what makes it worse is that the pass is slow and gets cut off. This is not the sort of thing you want to see if you're trying to challenge for top 4. Never mind one day winning a title. Just look at this image from this angle. How did this not turn into an opportunity? Anyone who's Amarim out, anyone who wants to get rid of our manager, please explain to me how Xabi Alonso, Pep Guardiola, or any other manager in the world can win when this type of thing is happening half a dozen times a game. We don't have a manager issue. And guys, there was another play Dorgu was involved in that actually was looking really good. He got a back heel from Ahmad and just took off with the ball down the sideline. He creates plenty of space for himself nicely and an opportunity to look up and cross the ball to Mbeumo, who has a little bit of space in front of him, but I don't even understand what happens next here. Dorgu literally kicks the ball into Ahmad's heels like he didn't even try to cross it. He just kicked it into Ahmad. Look, Bruno cleans up the mess and gets it to Mbeumo, who takes a wild shot that's off target, but that's besides the point. Listen, I know I'm being harsh on Dorgu, and Dorgu wasn't the only one blowing good chances. I'm not done with the bad news, so let's get right into the next play and start talking about other players who are making mistakes too. Here's a great example of our Zone 18 press almost creating a goal for us like the Zone 16 press did earlier in the game. The goalkeeper kicks the ball and passes it to Zone 18. Big mistake. That just invites our players to move forward and get into our pressing shape. You can see we're going man-to-man here and everyone is invited at a party. De Ligt and Mazraoui are right up there, and when Cucurella passes the ball back inside, you'll notice even Maguire has come right up with their striker. Everyone is working hard and being aggressive, suffocating them and hunting in packs. Maguire's gamble pays off, and we win the ball back, and with one pass to Šeško, who touches it back to Bruno, and now we have a 3-on-1 with our best playmaker on the ball. But instead of the easy pass into Ahmad, who has a wider lane, Bruno tries the Trivela pass into Šeško and hits it behind him. And just like that, that play dies. At worst, this should have been a shot on goal. Our captain messed that up. That was an easy decision to make, and he was trying to get the big man his first goal. I've said this to you guys in past videos. When Bruno would try to force feed goals to Rasmus, I don't know if you remember that. This is not going to work. You have to play to open man. We are not exactly scoring and winning games easily, so we cannot pass up these kind of opportunities just because you're trying to, pump somebody up or give them a goal. If you've got two options, the better option is the one you take, not the one for the guy you're trying to help out. This next play shows the good and the bad of Amad Diallo. He chases down the Chelsea player and presses relentlessly and wins the ball back. This is the good. Ahmad's really good at a press. His next touch has to be to send the ball to Šeško to knock in an easy goal. But I don't think Ahmad was even aware of the situation because he takes a touch and he has a look in the box to assess the situation. And now he has a wide open Mbeumo at the back post. So now you would think Ahmad's going to do the easy thing because he's got plenty of room to get this ball up and above the goalkeeper, but he fails to do it. The goalkeeper gets his hand on it and it gets knocked away, and then you get Mazraoui miscalculating the pace of the ball. He rushes in and gets passed up easily, and now Chelsea are coming back at us in a counterattack. We looked like we were about to score. We had the ball in their box. We had a wide open striker that we didn't pass to. Then we had a forward wide open at the far post, a forward who scored 27 goals last season or something like that, and we messed up the cross to him. Then we're getting counterattacked on. Guys, these kind of plays kill us. We get into these opportunities that other teams only dream of. Forwards play for these moments. And I'm sorry, but Ahmad makes a mess of this opportunity, and Ahmad is not the only one on our squad who doesn't deliver in these big moments. Plenty of our players have made mistakes like this, but with Ahmad and Dorgu, it's happening far too often, multiple times a game. They need to sharpen their decision making and execution, because if they don't, guys, we're going to keep losing matches we should be winning. And guess who'll take the heat? The manager. Ruben has nothing to do with this nonsense. Some of you know what I do for a living, and nothing frustrates me more than watching a coach get blamed for poor decisions made by the players. There's no coach in the world that would not want his players to make the right decisions and execute easy, wide open passes. If we can't do those simple things, we have no chance of getting into the top 7 to secure Europe next season. So the answer to the question I asked at the beginning of this video, which was, is this the moment United reignite their season and start climbing up the table? The answer to that is I still don't know. But we need to at least know the truth, all of us fans. If you're new to the channel, go watch some of my older tactics videos to understand what I'm saying. The ones who have been with me, you already know. We do not have a system problem. What we have is a half-built squad and young players who need time to learn or be sold and replaced if they don't learn. We are, though, learning how to play in the right way. I see it in every game, the Ruben Amorim way. But what the tactics in the system does is set you up with opportunities. It's the players who need to execute when those opportunities arise. Okay, I think I got worked up enough for today, guys. And like I said, please hit the like and subscribe I'll see you soon, and check out the membership if you're interested. I will be starting to make videos only for members next week, and I'll get Discord launched at the watch along this Saturday. So if you come to this Saturday, I'll get you in on the Discord, and if you don't, I'll share it with you in the next video. Thank you very much. I'm going to link some plays and some videos to the end of this video. So if you're new to the channel, check out other videos. They'll have even deeper tactical breakdowns than this one. Most of my guys already know what I'm talking about. Thank you guys. I'm out.